Thank you for tuning in to Art Network. Please enjoy. Sit back, relax, tune in, be entertained.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining in to Water Me Sis Live. This is our Botanical Talk. Okay, so we do have special guests. I'm JALESA. I'm the founder and creator of Water Me Sis. I'm here with my co-host.
Hi, I'm Jaleah. Peace and blessings.
And we do have guests on our show today.
Hi, I'm Susie.
And I'm Taylor.
Rachel.
Andrea.
Nishetta.
So welcome for joining in. Some of us who are tuning in for the first time, we just want to let you know what Water Me Sis is about. And Water Me Sis is all about the growth and self-development of women. So the concept is we water each other in order to grow, so we can produce the sweetest fruit and the most beautiful flowers. So we share all types of things, healthcare tips, we remind each other to get sun, to meditate, eat healthy foods, different alternatives, all types of things. We share our businesses. We, help for everyone to win. We support each other. So that's what Water Me Sis is about. I do have a disclaimer. This platform is for women. However, we do know the men are listening. You're more than welcome to chime in, give your opinion, but the best thing and the best advice that I can give to you is to take notes.
Yes.
So we usually do smoothies, but since it's Botanical Talk, it's different. It's us ladies. So whatever's in your cup. Okay? Cheers. We also like to do the word to the wise. So we want to learn a new word every time we have Water Me Sis live. So today's word is indubitably. Indubitably. I honestly get it from T.I. because he always says it.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like T.I.
Indubitably. So it's an adverb that means impossible to doubt. It has a meaning similar to doubtless or undoubtedly, but it represents a much stronger degree of certainty. So an example or how you would use it in a sentence. The young prodigy is indubitably talented, but she needs the right mentor to guide her in the right direction. So that's how you would use it in a sentence.
Okay. I like that. I'm learning new words. Expand our vocabulary.
Right. So this is Botanical Talk, and we do want to blossom each other. But no topic is untouchable. So we're just gonna, vibe. Okay.
Y'all ready, ladies?
So I do want to go around and I want everyone to tell where they're from. And, I'm born and raised Denver, Colorado, Bog State. Of course, my sister.
Of course.
I'm also from Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
I actually grew up all over, but I moved out here from Montana.
Yeah. I'm from Tokyo, Japan.
From Denver here as well.
From Denver as well.
Cool. So, what signs are you? I'm an Aries.
Okay.
And I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
Oh no. I'm Leo. I just had a birthday 3 days ago.
Okay, happy belated birthday.
The 6th. My birthday's on the 5th, so I'm a Leo.
Okay.
Okay, look at that.
That's super awesome. What did you hope you did something good for your birthday?
My sister took me to lunch. So
Okay.
just kind of hung out all day.
That's
So,
cool.
Yeah, really chill time too. So it's always
Cool.
Capricorn.
Okay. I'm an Aquarius.
I'm a Cancer.
Cancers.
But we are some great loving people.
Yes, we are.
Period.
Well, I mean, tell us what others don't know about your sign or something that we should know. I always say I'm an Aries, so I'm more aggressive. We like to be in control. But we're very spontaneous. You know, we're fun to have around. So
Okay. Something that I would say about Cancers is that we're very intuitive. I feel like, well, me, myself, and I feel like I could read people. I don't really like to start a conversation. I feel like Cancer just kind of hold back a little at first, and then I'm gonna fill you out, and then we proceed.
Yeah.
And then after we proceed, we feel comfortable, and then we just like in there, you know. So
I agree.
I think Leos kind of get a bad rap for being bossy. I think we're just natural born leaders. So I think a lot of people can't handle that, but you know, it is what it is.
it is what it is.
period.
I definitely agree with that. It is what it is, especially like I'm not bossy. Like,
Exactly.
Sometimes you just need a little bit of
Direction. Thank you.
Just
That's
a little
exactly.
But also, I think I would say like we love hard. Like,
Yes.
our loyalty is unmatched. I would have to say like
That's cool.
and it's hard to it's we give you chance after chance, but once you blow it, you're done.
It's done.
Capricorns are hard workers. We're go-getters. There's not too much that I went after that I didn't get. We can be controlling. Control issues. But we are hard lovers, so, and loyal.
I would say Aquarius. Our sign, we're humanitarians, so I would say we care too much, a little bit too much, and that could be a good thing and a bad thing because, you know, sometimes people can take advantage of you, you know, if you care too much and stuff like that. So, and that's some things I'm working on is, you know, sometimes you gotta take care of yourself, care about yourself, you know. So that's important. Yes.
I think the same with Cancers. We love too hard, and then we get angry. That's where the emotions. It's only when it gets emotional. We love too hard.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So hopefully people were taking notes.
Right.
So, do you cook? And if so, what's your favorite meal to cook?
This is getting good.
So of course I got a family, you know what I mean? So I have to cook. And I guess my favorite meal would be my etouffee. It's like
And it's so
right.
good.
pour it over some white rice with some garlic bread. Like every time something's going on, like if it's a birthday or something and I want to do something nice, I'm like, what you want for your birthday? They're like, make me some etouffee. Fine, like okay. So yeah.
True story. So my turn. So do I cook? I do cook some stuff. I do feel like I need to get better. I feel like if I had I am not gonna make an excuse. Like say if I had a family, you know, to cook for, maybe I would cook more. But you know, hopefully that would be the case. But my favorite food to cook is my fried zucchini.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, just ooh. It tastes like fish, fried fish. You know, it gives it it takes away the meat part and still get the fish taste. Like, I mean, it doesn't taste
Not
like fish taste,
taste,
but you know, texture.
Right.
Okay.
When you
Something
eat
fried.
it, you know,
Right.
it gives you that texture.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I do cook, yes. Whenever we get together as a family, like the thing I'm always making is macaroni and cheese. And not from a box, like
good
from
job.
scratch. Like we're
Okay.
talking about
Yeah.
everything, cheese sauce and everything. So, but yes, I went to culinary school, so and I'm
Okay.
actually working on getting my business going. So plug it in.
yes.
But just meal prep and stuff. So we're working on that ground stages, but it's coming.
Everybody is
So,
critical on the person
Yes.
who brings the macaroni and
Yes.
cheese.
Everybody's like, who made
And they
it?
will let you know, it don't even look right. I'm not gonna try it.
That's
So what about you, Taylor?
I love to cook as well. I do cook. I went to culinary school, but not for cooking. But my dad always taught me, pretty much. My dad, my mom taught me how to cook. But I would say my favorite is to make probably smothered chicken. It's very simple, but so filling.
Right.
So good.
Okay.
I mean, the only way you can mess it up is if you mess up that gravy.
Right.
You cannot mess up the gravy.
So yes,
That's true.
oh sorry. Yes, I cook. I have a family as well. So I would have to say gumbo, favorite dish of mine, and oxtail soup. So
And I do cook, but I just started. So I'm like in the experimental phase. I'm trying to, you know, get my stuff to taste right and taste good and get some good flavors. My favorite thing to make right now is hot wings. I like to experiment with different sauces and stuff. I'm just trying chicken because I love chicken. So hot wings.
I do cook as well. I have a family. Everybody wants me to make street tacos.
Yeah.
I make them like
right now.
the Mexican street tacos.
Yes.
They call me the Mexican in the family because I don't make it. I'm like, oh, go ahead and make it like this. So I want you to make it just like this. And the green chili.
Ooh,
Yes.
I'm always making that.
I haven't eaten today, so.
Been saying every time, like, y'all hungry.
It does. It sounds good. Well, that's pretty cool. So I want to know, what music do you listen to when you relax versus when you work out? Right? Because it's not the same, is it? Right? It's a little different. Right. So when I relax, I listen to Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, you know, Indie, you know, those type of people. And when I work out, it's straight ratchet.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I really gotta get into it, like, because music does motivate me and it puts me in a certain type of mood. So, yeah.
So, when I relax, I like to listen to smooth jazz, like no words, just all music and instruments. And when I work out, I like African reggaeton. You know, like I like to be like, I can't understand nothing. Yes, you know, I swear, but it gets me going when I'm working out.
So I might be the oddball in the group, and that's fine. But when I relax and when I work out, I listen to the same type of music. So, like, believe it or not, I listen to the gospel when I work out. Like, it just fills me with strength. Like, you can do this. It just gets me motivated. Like, so honestly, if that's weird, I'll take it.
No, not at all. I get it.
I'll take it. And but
Exactly.
you know, I listen to the R&B and all that stuff. So Erykah Badu, got Johnny Gill on there. So Michael Jackson, Chris Brown. So that's the type of stuff I listen to. Bruno Mars is another one that just every time I hear it, it gets me going.
That'd be music.
Yeah.
Well, I found myself recently listening to new music, like just scrolling around listening to different artists that I don't know and trying to just find a song within their playlist that I might like when I'm relaxing. But in workout, I've been listening to a lot more like female artists, so you know, Beyonce, like Formation, gets them workouts going.
Right.
And listen to Doja Cat and artists like that while working out. Just something that is good enough beat. I need to move. I don't need to slow down.
Right. What about you, Rachel?
When I want to relax, I'm listening to gospel too, or I'm listening to oldies, so Temptations, Smokey Robinson. I'm an oldies chick who was raised on it. And then as far as working out, I have a trainer, so I really don't get to just pick one music. So whatever's playing, I gotta have myself on it. So
Hey, can you change that?
Right.
What about you, Andrea?
I like to listen to like slow jams when I'm relaxing, like, or just, you know, that baby making music, like stuff like that. And then when I'm working out, like JALESA, ratchet stuff, because, you know, that's body goals, you know. So if I'm listening to Cardi B, I'm like, yes, because my body's about to get like her. You know? So, yeah.
What about you, Nishetta?
Slow music, like R&B, maybe AHRR to relax, or no words, just jazz. And then workout is ratchet. Twerk music. Something to make me want to run.
Yes, that's cool. So, I guess, what source do you listen to your music? Like, I was forced to get Spotify when I had, you know, my smartwatch. So I use Spotify, but before that I was using Pandora. What do you use?
Pandora.
Pandora user.
Same thing. Pandora to Spotify.
Okay, yeah, because sometimes on YouTube they have that, like, you'll look up an artist and they'll have like 50 plus.
Right.
And you just listen to similar artists.
Yeah.
Like that.
YouTube
So I
true.
use YouTube too. That's definitely for sure. Okay, so what makes you feel sexy as a woman? When you get in touch with your sensuality. Okay. So I'm a big person on affirmations. Okay. So tell me I'm sexy. You know, if I'm washing dishes, grab my booty.
Right.
I like being touched and kissed and stuff like that. Like that makes me feel sexy and sensual as a woman.
I would have to agree with that. I love that as well. Getting like kissed on my forehead and just be like, and my cheeks and just in the spots on my neck, you know, like, and just be like, just tell me I'm beautiful and, you know, we need that sometimes.
Yeah.
I grab from behind.
Yes.
I will agree. I think all of us here can attest to maybe sometimes feeling like we're just sexualized and we're more than that. So to have that touch to be like, I'm here for you more than just sexually, that's really, it's like I appreciate you as a person versus I just like your body, you know, like appreciate me on a deeper level.
Yes.
And I agree. Y'all said that, and I was like, man, you threw me off of what I was thinking. I definitely love to, you know, get the forehead kisses. I calm down. I'm like, all right. It's not that big a deal, I guess.
Right.
You know, just, you know, being loved on, getting that physical attention. But also, I just like to put a candle on and sit in the tub, like bubbles. Like, I don't, just that's by myself and just be like, don't have to worry about nothing. Nobody bothers me. I really love that feeling. Get out, take your time, put an oil and lotion on, and just vibing, like chilling on my own. I really like to do that sometimes. That makes me feel.
Yes.
Look at myself in the mirror, you're like, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What about you, Rachel?
I know mine might sound a little weird, but like my scalp being rubbed.
Yes.
But also just like on like just self-note,
Someone want food in here? No.
I like my accomplishments.
Yeah.
I feel sexy when I've conquered something that it took me a while to get to, and you know I've been up down hills and a roller coaster. When I finally accomplish it, I feel sexy.
Like, dang.
Yeah, you did that, girl.
Mine would be smell. Like, I like to smell good. If I got a good perfume, that's sexy to me. If a man got a good cologne, like, just Yeah, you gotta smell good with that. Sexy.
Oh, yes.
I say like getting my nails and my wax. That makes me
Right.
feel good.
Yes.
The wax is like, he makes me feel good.
Yeah, we talked about that, and you know, we learned some things. in water uses.
Oh, yes.
So a lot of us stepped our game up. Right, when it comes to the waxing.
Right. We had a sis talk, and we was like, "You do that? Oh,
Right. How did that go?
Yes.
And we've all taken care of that. That's awesome. But we're gonna go to our first break, and we'll be back with Water Me Sis Live.
Stay tuned, y'all.
Back with Water Me Sis Live. We're here with a wonderful group of women on our panel, and it's Botanical Talk. So we're just talking about lots of things. And we just finished going over what makes us feel sexy as women, okay? And I hope some of y'all was taking notes. I'm going to keep repeating that. But one thing I want to ask you ladies is, could you handle being in a relationship with an alpha male? Is everybody clear on kind of what an alpha male is and his traits a little bit?
Let's go over those traits.
Yes,
I don't even know what type
or no.
See? And I should have had it out. But let me look it up.
When I think alpha male, I think off the top, just assertive. He's a little more aggressive.
I like that.
He makes other people uncomfortable by his presence because of just, he's automatically like the one you look at in the room. That's kind of one of the things I think about.
Right, they
Yeah.
have attention,
Right.
they like to be in control, but I'm going to read what it says an alpha male is. It says the alpha is confident in himself and his abilities. He is at the highest position in his social sphere. The alpha does not care what anyone thinks of him because he doesn't fear replacement. This tier is home to captains of industry and social butterflies. So, could you be in a relationship with an alpha man? I'm married to one, so
Okay, well, I could definitely handle an alpha man.
Oh yeah, with those traits and everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Oh yeah!
Oh no!
Like,
Like elaborate.
Elaborate on that. Well, I really do. I think that I can handle it because I can handle people as a whole. You know, like I try to get to understand a person, and so I don't like being controlled. Like, just don't go that alpha on me. Like, don't make me feel like you're controlling my every situation and everything. Like, at least make me feel like I'm a partner. You know, like you should be. You should like be one. You know, and not have to feel like, oh dang, you just controlling everything. Like, it's okay for you to be the man and take care of things. Like, I'm good with that. Like, I would love it.
Right.
But just don't try to control me.
There's definitely a difference between being an alpha and just being an asshole. Like, you can be an alpha but still be like a people person. You can still get along with people, but there are people that just have dominant traits. Like, being an alpha, there's nothing wrong with that. So, I mean, it depends on how he carries himself as an alpha.
That's true. That's true.
That's a good way to say it as well. I mean, definitely can handle alpha male. It's just about their attitude. It's not necessarily that, oh, don't treat me like the rest of these people because I'm not here to just, oh
Like,
my
I'm
gosh, starry-eyed. Like, no, I'm right there with you, actually. And you see that, so you don't have to worry about me not being able to keep up.
Right.
You know, I definitely, if you're gonna be with that alpha male, then you clearly have to be alpha woman. So I don't think you can't be. I don't want to say weak. You just have to be as strong-willed as they are.
Right.
You know, they're not. He's gonna. I got you. I can get it right back. I can give it.
Right.
If you take it, I can give it. Yeah,
Yes.
back and forth.
That's cool. What about you, Rachel?
To be 100, I'm really not sure because I am the alpha in my house with me being a single mom. So I really don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think I can handle an alpha male. I would prefer one. Cause like, have no ladies ever like a man did something that's kind of like, you know, where he kind of, you know, you're like,
I already know.
You know,
You know, like he puts you in place and you like it.
Yeah.
Like he keeps you in line. Like, no.
You be like,
You be like, oh, okay.
Like,
I like alpha. I can handle it, but I don't want anyone controlling me.
Right.
So I want someone that can take charge and do what he needs to do and shut me up when I need to, but I don't need to be told what to do, when to do, and how to do it.
Right. Like,
a good
take
balance.
the lead.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
want
mean?
someone to take the lead.
And the Aries, we can't be controlled. Like, it's just not in us.
Yeah.
So that was the next thing that I wanted to ask was, do you believe in alpha women, like an alpha female?
Yeah.
I do.
Yes, I do.
I carry some of the traits, you know what I mean? So I like to be in control too. And I feel like two alphas can be together. I feel like they do go together. Because I know it's the yin and the yang, but you want the masculine and the feminine side, you know? And that's why I have Feminine Friday, okay? You can get in tap and in tune with your feminine side, but still be, what's the word? I don't want to say masculine, but you can still have a voice and be aggressive and, you know.
Alpha.
Yeah. Demand people's presence, like to be captivated. Like when they see you walk into a room, they're like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like they want to know what you're about, what you're doing. You know, you demand attention, those type of things. But I feel like two alphas, I just think they go together.
Yeah, you have to go together.
I believe in an alpha woman.
Yeah, they have to go together though.
I believe in an alpha woman as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely, we have to be strong and for ourselves before we get a partner. Anyways, it's about being an individual.
Right? How are you as an individual?
Yeah, you bring two individuals, two people who are completely 100% whole together. That know what they want, their place, and their purpose. Of course, I want to be with somebody who's gonna match that. Or if anything, if you're growing to become, or you're growing into your confidence and becoming stronger in your own. I feel like some of us, it's there in us, but we don't know how to mold and get to that. So sometimes your alpha can help you build into the woman that you're supposed to be.
Right. Yes. And maybe he can help with that.
Yeah, or even, break down the barriers and the walls of the things that really messed us up at one point. We're all messed up.
Yes. Like, because we had to go through those bad ones.
Yes, to get to the right one. So yeah, definitely. Need an alpha man needs an alpha woman as well to keep him
Balance.
Yes, and functioning moving forward. And you said something about my thing that I thought of was to be submissive every now and then. You have to be give and take.
Yeah, be vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, be able to let him take control. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy because I tell this story all the time, like how I really knew that, my husband was the one for me. Not in a sense, but one of the things that he did do was one time I had a flat tire. And the first thing I did was get on my phone and call my dad. Yeah. And he was like, did you just get past me? Am I not here? Like, am I not your man? Right. You just called your dad on me? Like, I can fix a tire. I can replace a tire. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that again. And I was like, that was one of those moments where I was like, okay, like, dang, you got it. You know what I mean? So be able to be vulnerable, allow a man to lead. And I'm not saying don't have those alpha traits, but keep it in your back pocket until you need it. Like, it's something that I had to learn for myself too. Like being more feminine. I am an alpha woman, and I'm an Aries, so we're naturally aggressive. And I had to learn how to tap into my feminism, and how to display that first. Like, I can get,
Right.
I can get right. But why do I need to be that way with my man? Right. You know what I mean? Somebody who's there for me, and and it's still a work in progress.
Really, and it is hard sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, even just talking to dudes, I have to be like, okay, I have to get advice from my mom. I be like, okay, so, because she heard me talking to this guy on the phone one time, and she was like, put it on hold. And then I was like, or not on hold, but on mute. So I put it on mute, and then she was like, girl, calm down a little. Don't talk like that. And I was like, oh, am I being rude? And she was like, a little. It sounds like it. And then I was like, oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Water me, sis. Right. Okay. Like, thank you. So I can get my feminine on. Right.
Because it is your tone of voice as well. Sometimes it's not what you say, but how you say it. And that look you give. Like, look okay. Stuff like that. Whereas because sometimes I'm even like at the point where I feel like I'm right and you're wrong. Right. But I can just be like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, let's just, like, all right. Right. That's a part of being feminine. Like, just allowing him to win.
Exactly.
Not that it's, because I don't even like to say that either, because if one wins, then the other one loses. And we both got to win. You know what I mean? Yes. But, like, you could allow him to just take that one. And you just be like, okay, babe, So that's something. So we all agree that you can be an alpha woman?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's check some other topics. So if you were comfortable in your finances, what is one of the pricier things that you would purchase?
Can I say?
Yes.
I would do commercial. I would invest in commercial real estate.
Yes.
I've been looking and it's pricey, so I was like, that's something I want.
Yes.
To invest in.
That's cool. Anyone else?
I would invest in land.
Yes.
I want land. I mean, like, just a land, you put your little house on. I mean, like,
a lot of land.
Yeah, where I can give back to the community, Of course, have my spot and then have, like, some other, like, townhomes or duplexes that I can give back to those who really need it. Help those get back on their feet,
That's cool. Anyone else?
I would be a little selfish with my finances, and I would travel. I mean, obviously not at this point, because COVID ain't letting nobody go nowhere.
There are some people that don't.
They living their best life.
Right. Good budget too.
Well, wherever I travel to, that's where I'm going. I just need time to really just relax and
Travel the world.
yeah, just
I feel
see
it.
new things and have new experiences. Like I've just been on the go, working 2 jobs, and I'm just like, I'm over it. You know, I need a break. I need to just breathe and enjoy myself. So I would travel.
That's cool.
I was gonna say everything that y'all just basically just said. You know,
Right.
that's how I want to live my life. Period. You know, land, properties, like
Right.
yes, like let's nonprofit organizations. Let's give back to the community. You know, like
Let's rebuild.
Right,
it,
so
create
ditto.
memories.
I mean, I would say the same thing.
Yes, definitely. The
Invest.
first thing, definitely, I would have to invest, put that money, you know, put some money to the side, not too risky, but something I know that could make some money, you know, while it's sitting.
Right.
You know, definitely have to put some money to the side. We're so quick to buy.
Right.
I can't, you know, I gotta put some to the side so I can have something
For the future.
later.
Okay.
But definitely commercial properties,
Yeah.
land, rebuilding our communities, creating communities that got torn down, and you know, so I would love to be able to do something like
Yes,
that.
creating jobs. Because somebody has to be the technician.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
creating schools. And,
well, guess what I heard? I just heard that we all wanted to build a community.
So let's go.
So
Let's
you
go.
know, let's just get it
And it's
together.
crazy because, I mean, now y'all see the type of woman you're dealing with that's up, you know, on this platform. Like, we think outside the box.
Yeah.
You know, we're at a certain maturity level where we're like, oh, I'm about to go buy me the newest car. Like, no, right? We're buying property, building schools, community.
Right,
You know what I mean?
It's gonna break down.
So that's dope. That's dope.
But thank you. I will
That's
get
dope.
something nice. Yes,
Right.
but it doesn't. That's not the first thing that's on my mind.
Mhm.
Right.
But we all gonna get that stuff too.
Yeah, it's like don't lie. 'Cause I'm gonna give you some red bottoms. Okay, like
And bundles.
So we all want to get to the next level. I wanted to ask too, do any of us have mentors?
No.
No, I've been
I just recently asked to get a mentor. I asked a person to be my mentor. So
That's cool.
yes.
So I have mentors because I do think they're important, especially so you can go to them and they can put you up on game.
I guess I could say one, but
Yeah.
I'm like, I
Do
do
you have one?
I kinda
Okay.
say, but it's my
Yeah.
son's grandmother. She is my
Okay.
mentor.
That's cool.
Yeah, because she does a lot of stuff that I want. She's done a lot of stuff that I want to do.
Right. So she can help you so you don't make those
Yes.
mistakes or
Mhm.
fewer mistakes, you know? Somebody has the same goal as you or is doing the same thing. That's another thing for Water Me Sis is I want us to have that place where we can use each other for all types of things, even mentorships, you know? The thing is I do want to, I have people that I want to mimic kind of and learn things from, but they have such a high platform, I'm kind of intimidated, you know, in a way to even be like, you know, can I,
Shadowing.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Now that you say that, I guess I'll take that back as far as me saying that I don't have one, because I guess I wasn't looking at as far as what a mentor is when I answered that. So I would say, because if y'all don't know, these are my cousins, Jillian and Teresa, and with this, everything that they're doing, you know, like just to, you know, look at you guys and, you know, it's inspiring. So thank you for having, you know, this platform and having us women on here, you know, it's great. And I definitely look up to y'all. So y'all are my mentors. So thank you.
And I'm going to piggyback off of that. These two are my cousins too. I'm always hitting up JALEAH and JALESA like, you know, I need help with this and that, and they're great feedback. So definitely great two women to reach out to.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love that.
Yes.
It's always good to have support, especially from your family.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people who are starting new things or going on new adventures, their families are the one, like the people closest to them are kind of like, I don't know. Like they're the ones that are making you doubt yourself. And you think because they're the closest to you that you'd be like, you know, motivate me. But sometimes it's not the case.
Well,
So
I
it's
will
good.
kind of piggyback off of that because I will say that I don't necessarily think it's always for them trying to be negative. I think they're just trying to keep you safe most of the time, and they're just like, that's something we've never done before, so it maybe might scare them. So they're just trying to like not necessarily hold you back, but in a sense that is what happens. But because I was like, I have to check myself with like my niece and nephew. I'm like, do I kind of accidentally discourage them from doing things? Because that's never my intent, but it's just like I just want to make sure they're safe, like that they're not gonna go out there and I mean honestly you have to fail. You know, I realize like you have to fail. You're gonna fail when you're trying to go outside of your box. But that's how you learn and that's how you get better. So I don't necessarily think your family is always their ultimate goal is to just be like, nah, don't do that. It's more so of a fear factor that people have to get over.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah. But it's good when you have that family that's like
not
behind you.
fear.
Right. You know what I mean? Like,
Just like we going together.
Because I'm a risk taker.
Yeah.
So
Same.
that's another thing that I do. You know, my passion is to help people put things together and be like, okay, you got to take some risks.
Right.
Because if you're staying comfortable, you're not going to go anywhere.
No progress.
And that's why we're the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
Because I be like, you taking risks, but I be thinking about everything.
Right.
So I need you to think about this and this. Okay, let's take
You cross
the
the
risk.
T.
Right.
Not
You know, right. Like, period.
I would say I have mentors that I probably don't utilize as much as I need to. I definitely have people that I want to reach out to for mentorship because my life is changing and moving. And there's certain things that I just feel like I need a face-to-face. I've tried to reach out to people before, but it wasn't the right choice for me. But thankfully, you know, now I know I have opportunity to ask some people about how you get, you know, how do you reach out, how do you just, you know, decide about mentors. But definitely, you know, my pastor, my first lady from back home, Claire Falls. Yes,
I'm trying to be available to be a mentor to people. That's
cool.
something that I want to
Yes.
do as well because I don't have as much. I didn't have anyone to mentor me as much as I wanted, but I want to be available to people.
Right.
Something I'm working
Do
towards.
that, girl.
Yes.
We all need it.
Yeah.
So I'm the
So I don't know if you're listening, future mentor out there. I need somebody. Okay.
We need to.
We all need somebody. So even, I mean, it's not all about you having a mentor. Maybe you can mentor someone else.
Right.
So if you're in Water Me Sis and you could help someone grow, if you can water them, you know, hit them up. Send them a private message and be like, hey, this is what I do. I can help you with this if you want to learn. You know? So that's cool. So we are going to go into another break and we'll be back with our Botanical Talk Water Me Sis Live.
Thank you.
everyone. You're back with Water Me Sis Live. This is our Botanical Talk version where we have a group of wonderful ladies to come on and, share our opinion about, different topics. So I do want to take a moment real quick and shout out Nature Rocks.
Yes.
Some of us are wearing Nature Rocks jewelry up here. Of course, this is my favorite, my sister JALEAH, she's amazing. She collected rocks when we were little. I kid you not. She had a box. And so now she's really into it, with stones and crystals. She goes to gem shows and she gets some really nice pieces. My favorite is purple amethyst. Yes. And she makes this really creative jewelry. So I will drop the link in the comments. Hit up her website.
Yes.
Nature Rocks. Mm-hmm. So I want to know, did you guys hear that new song with Cardi B? And who was it? Meg Thee Stallion?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Everybody heard it? I know. I've been moving so fast. I stopped watching TV and listening to the radio. I didn't have time for it. And I've seen it, of course, on Facebook, but I haven't gotten to hear it.
Right.
So there's a lot of, issues. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I heard it's very sexy and raunchy.
Yeah. I think it just sucked. I didn't think it was anything that worked. I don't think the song was bad. It's them. Yeah. But I don't like the song.
Okay.
As a whole. It's not because
and the music.
The beat was good. I liked the video, but I didn't like how they delivered. They could have done better. That's where
I agree.
That's where I'm at.
It was the collab. It was just because it was like those two people. It was like the hype, like, oh my God, Megan and Cardi. But I think the song as well wasn't, all that. But the collab was great.
I'm just gonna say that when it came on this morning in my ears, and I was like, oh, okay, okay. Sometimes it gets me there. You gotta talk about you. Hey, you have a very prized possession.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so why not talk about how good it is?
I mean, we do in Water Me Sis, right? We teach each other how to take care of it.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? We share all types of things. So I don't know. I haven't heard it, but I want to hear it. So
I listened to it just before we got here, and I was like, I get it. It's nothing different than Look Back at It by Trina, and we sing that whole verse for verse, Right. So, it's the same thing. Maybe the way that they, you can't let your children listen to it, but I know my mom never had us listen to anything and everything or watching anything and everything anyway. Yeah. So really, the song is raunchy. Yeah. Talking about some good cat,
it's also if it's not for you, if you don't like Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion, you're not gonna like it. So is it the people commenting, giving the negative feedback? Are you guys even their fans? Because it's like, if that's who you listen to, then you're gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like if you're not part of their audience, then
leave it alone.
Right. And a lot of people wanna throw oh, this is what you're teaching. You're no, it's just music. Right. Just let it be. If you let it just be music, then it's just music. Now, there are spiritual aspects to music and things like that. So you want to be mindful of that part of it as well.
Your spirit.
Definitely, but it's a song.
But I expected more.
I agree.
It was way.
Yeah, I expected better.
It wasn't super awesome either, and I was like, okay,
right.
She did, it's kind of been thrown together.
Wasn't that kind of?
I thought the visuals were great. Even though I was kind of like, the song could have been better, but I thought the video was.
The video was good.
Okay, awesome.
I haven't seen it, so
I like the video better than the song.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about entanglement.
Oh Lord!
Right?
We getting into it.
I know. I remember when this situation first happened. Everybody wanted to know my opinion and how I felt about Jada and August and Will. So I did take some time to go watch the Red Table, and it kind of was different. It gave me a different vibe because I was seeing so many negative things, especially from men.
Mm-hmm.
Whose feelings was,
Yes.
you know, all in that, you know, jugular. But when I actually saw the Red Table Talk, I was like, oh, like, okay, like, this is cool.
Right.
Like, I can't tell people how their relationship works.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what works for them may not work for everybody else.
Right.
Exactly.
And I feel honestly that Will wasn't so much mad. He was just like, you know, if this is what we're gonna do, like, you need to keep yours in line. I got mine in check. You know, they're not gonna be putting us in any positions like this. So
And I ain't gotta sit at the
You
red
know?
table and talk about it.
Basically what it
about
is. How
so
you
make a
didn't
better
keep it.
choice in who you decide to entangle yourself.
And
let's
don't
not talk
sugarcoat
about
the
the fact that
situation.
how old was this situation? It's not like it happened like
Right.
last month. Like
Yeah.
this has happened years ago. They've already had the conversation amongst themselves. So it's like they didn't owe the public anything. So I don't know why August was talking about it to bring it up or
He didn't
He's
bring
trying to
it
get
up.
himself back
His feelings was hurt.
He just asked the question
He
again.
fell in love.
He just said yes or no. He didn't go deep into it.
Yeah, so I mean,
he just
He's
like,
probably
it's
just
just-
trying to get back relevant. Wasn't it an interview?
right.
Yeah, it was
It's
just
just that it was
interview.
so old. It was just like for me, if I was them, I'm like, why are we even talking about this? Like, first of all, it's our private business, but then two, it's old news. Like, we've already worked through that.
Right.
Like, why are we addressing this now?
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
definitely a distraction. Like nobody is just trying to distract us
Right.
from the COVID stuff.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, there's something to entertain us, some real drama, but we don't know these people. We don't know their lives for real. Like, who knows what Will's doing too? Like maybe
Right.
they all that maybe they
Exactly.
got their
That's
thing.
their
I don't know.
relationship.
Let them do their thing.
And like you said, check whoever it is that you're gonna be with. Like, don't have us up here trying to explain nothing.
You know what makes me upset though? I feel like it's a different standard on what men do and what women do. Because like
They
these
blew it
men,
up.
they go out there, they cheat, they got all these side chicks and stuff like that, and
Have
it's kind of like
babies.
a normal thing, you know. Like nobody's shocked when the man does it, but when the woman does it, she's all like, oh, she's this, she's that,
Entanglements.
Right.
So I just feel like men are just as emotional, if not more, than women are. Because, like you said, they can dish it out, but they can't take it. When the same thing happens to you, it's a problem, and we're all this, we're that. Like you said, we're the hoes, we're this, we're that. But it's like y'all do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a problem when it gets done to you, though, right?
Right.
And he actually told it calmly because a woman would have been very like, I'm messing with your husband. He just said, yes, I messed with her and I was in love, and he just seemed hurt. And then left it at that. And then now it's all of this.
Well,
If it was a
imagine
very-
yourself being in a tough spot in your life, and here this person is giving you what you need and pouring into you and helping you become a
You
good
fall
person.
in
Like,
love.
yeah, he fell in love.
Right.
Of course he
His
fell in
feelings is
love.
all entangled. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's probably why she used the word, because he did. He was
Right.
like,
She used
I'm
it
entangled.
Exactly.
Like, I'm all tangled up.
Although
And-
Will was like entanglement, like
Right.
what it is.
Real.
Please, like, stop trying to be cute about
Yeah.
it. Like,
Did y'all feel like Will looked hurt though? Because I think
Yes.
he looked hurt when he
Yeah.
was
Well,
talking about
after
it.
the meme they
think so?
created.
Yeah.
I think he was more
like,
upset that he had to be
he
in
had
that
the
type
table.
of situation.
Yeah.
You know, like he had to actually discuss
That's
their
what we doing
personal
now.
business.
And
Right.
especially,
That's what we doing.
it's to the public too. Like now, and it was it's August's fault for even putting it out there, feeling the need to answer the question. You could have answered it differently if you wanted to keep that on the low. But like you said, he was hurt. Will's obviously gonna be hurt because you see how much that man loves her. Right? You
well,
can
he
see
did
it.
take that dig at the end, like, I'm gonna get you back.
He did.
He
did. And she said, no.
You already did.
You already got that. No, I need to get you back.
He's
Like, no.
I'm serious.
Like,
It's
got me
coming.
back.
like, dang, you still want to get me back after this one. Like,
Right.
still?
Got me at
She
the
was
Like,
like,
take
"Whatever."
it back.
She
But it
had
had
it.
been going
not
on
good.
for years. The rumor was going on for years that they had an open relationship.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who knows what they really do? That's why I say
right,
that.
right.
Who knows what they really do?
Right.
Something works for some couples,
Right.
and some doesn't work for others. So it's
Well,
just
I was also talking earlier today about like polyamorous relationships. Like, how does that work? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the one that I saw somebody doing an interview for, it was a man and two women. But I'm like, what if one of those women also wanted to go have another man? Like, do y'all all talk about it, or does somebody just go get somebody and it's like, this is what it is? Like, how does that work?
so that's another day.
Yes, yes. Oh,
You know what I mean? 'Cause
that.
we do have, we have some time for this.
Okay.
But we're going to give a live and discuss these type of things because some of us are pro-polygamy, some are not. I am pro-polygamy. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Polygamy,
sis.
that's when a man can have more than one woman.
Right.
Like, I know how it is being in a relationship and having a man, especially an alpha man, he is hard to please. So I would love to have, and my husband is amazing. So I would love for another woman to experience what I have. Like feeling secure and loved and taken care of, you know what I mean? Have babies and belly rubs. Like, I would love to have another woman experience that from my perspective because there are a lot of women that go around and they're like, oh, niggas ain't shit. I'd be like, there's some good ones out there and we should share them.
Or how about
we
we
should
should stop picking the ones that ain't shit?
Right, but I feel like we should isolate them. You know what I
Now
mean?
that is true.
Yeah, like make you go sit over there until you get it together because there are good men out here.
You out here making moves.
Right, period. Hello, we're not taking it anymore.
Right.
Time out.
There's all different types of polygamy. Like she says, it goes off into some different types of stuff. Because I saw one on Facebook the other day where there were these two women holding a baby, and there were two men behind each of them. You know, so there are women that have more men. You know, there's all different types of stuff, but it goes back to right. Right, we don't take a day to break that down. To go into it, break it down, talk about the benefits. You know, we don't have.
Well, I
the
will
data.
say that again to each his own, but
Yeah.
one that's for monogamy. I need one man, one woman. I'm not sharing.
Okay.
Find your own boo, 'cause I'm not sharing.
That's the thing. You know, like everybody has their own opinion on it. I would say, and when we do discuss this topic, I do want people to tune in and not close it off.
Right.
Because you have to educate yourself. You can educate yourself on it and then say, okay, this isn't for me. And that's okay. But you might find some benefits in it. And you'd be like, okay, you know, that might work for me or that might make it better. You know what I mean? But you still can't tell people how to run their relationship. Because everything is different for everybody. So just mind your business.
Mind your business.
Okay? Just mind your business. That's true. So, I want to know too. Has anybody seen that movie Fatal Affair?
Yes.
Dang, I feel like I'm so out of tune. Like I know I have these topics, but no, I have not seen the movie.
It's a
But I heard it's intense.
Yes.
I personally was not a fan of the movie.
Me either.
Really?
I'm like, me either.
One, because I feel like it's been done so many times. I felt like I was watching something that I've already seen.
Yeah.
And two, there was no affair. Like, they didn't actually have sex. So it's like, why call it a fatal affair? He was just crazy. Like,
It was whipped out.
It made me put, like the husband said, almost. Excuse me, almost.
Right.
So maybe from that point of view.
And it was
they
very
actually
predictable.
didn't-
Yeah. Again,
Like-
because I felt like I've seen it before. I feel like it's been done before. So I wasn't impressed by the movie. I was kind of disappointed. So.
Very disappointing. I was like, very disappointed.
I got up and walked a little bit, did some stuff, and then come back. Well, I did.
It wasn't.
But I wanted to make sure that I watched it.
Right.
You know?
Like I said, I
because
did it.
everybody keeps on saying like this is good, so I gotta see what it's about.
Who said it was good?
There were
People were saying it was good. There were people saying it was
I
good.
still
Well, I
haven't
need to
seen
hear
it,
why
so.
you liked it, because I was disappointed. But I want to hear somebody else's point of view on the
I mean,
movie.
it's a typical movie, don't get me wrong, but just to see from another scenario, from another group of actors and their emotions and their input in it, I didn't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
So.
I still have yet to watch it. I wish I had the time. You know, I don't have the
I
time.
definitely don't know even what y'all are talking about.
I think, is it a Tyler Perry movie?
No.
I don't know what it is. But
My bad.
I think Netflix.
Yeah,
Okay.
Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Who's the actors?
Nia Long and Omar.
Yeah, I
So it's different chemistry.
Expected
Oh,
more.
I did watch that.
Yeah.
That was actually not that bad. I thought it was pretty alright. Like, okay. I mean, he was Yeah, he was crazy.
Right.
I wish it always seems to be the not us acting crazy like that. So it's good to see us, like, okay, hey, actually we go through these mental abuses and people are really out there. That's why you can't be too friendly.
Right. Right, and that's the sad part about it is that they're one way when you meet them, or you don't really know until you get into it, and then it's like, well, what did I get myself into, and how do I get out of it? Because this is way too crazy right now.
But like you said, they didn't even sleep with each other.
Yeah.
Right.
He was real mental.
And he just had this
infatuation. So that's
niggas are crazy too.
Right.
It's not emotional.
Right.
It's not just us. Like, let's just be
obsessed with her, right?
Yes.
Like
even in college when they knew each other.
Yeah, and then he
looked like her.
Yeah.
So
and he killed his wife.
That's why you have to be careful.
Oh God, you do have to be careful.
You want to be in a relationship, but it's not.
You can't just take anything and everything.
How much do you really ever know about a person? Like,
you truly don't.
That's why. No, it's another time. I was about to say another day on this subject that I was gonna say. So I'll just keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna go there.
Perspective too to say like, hey, like sometimes we fall short. Hey, we gotta be real with ourselves.
Although I will say I do like how her and her husband worked through that situation. It wasn't like he found out and was like, you're out of here, like
that double standard.
Right. Yeah. So I do appreciate that aspect of the whole situation.
Also, it was good to see a man verbalize his emotions. He was like, I'm not going to say I'm not angry, and I'm not going to say I'm hurt. For our Black men, they're taught to not cry. They're taught to not to say their emotions. So for it to be on TV, that was a plus for me too.
Yeah. That's cool.
Like when we break it down, it was a pretty alright.
Okay, that's cool. So, if you have your own opinion on, what is it, Fatal Affair? Okay, cool. So something that I want to ask you ladies is, in a relationship, do you think that sex is important? Like the chemistry, could you be with somebody who didn't perform well sexually? And maybe teach them some things.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
Because I think if you're not sexually relieved, then it goes to anger, then it goes to you cheating. Or,
it's a form of therapy, right?
Yeah.
It's therapeutic. And I just feel like it's a form of connection with that person. Like, if we're not physically connected, like, there's a portion of our relationship that's missing.
That's why I kind of say saving sex for marriage.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like,
that was where I was going, but I wanted to save it. Maybe it was like, you can talk about that for days. Like, do we hold it or do we give it up?
You wait till you're married.
No, I don't think you should, because then you don't know.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, and then you're mad.
That people say, if you both have never had the experience, then you could be that for each other. And
now that's true.
If you already done it, then you would know the difference. I know what's better.
You'll watch. You can watch and still be like, this is better. That's better than this.
But what you see on TV is not always real.
I don't necessarily agree with that, because even when it's your first time, you know whether or not it felt good.
Yeah.
So even if it's your first time,
like, that was weird.
Like, I want to do that again. It's like you know, even when it's your first time, whether or not you enjoyed it.
Yeah, you gotta test.
Want to try it?
Right.
I believe in test driving.
I agree. You do not.
Absolutely important. I've kicked it. I had to no.
Right, like
you gotta test it.
Like,
you don't test drive your car. Don't you test the food out before you purchase it? You gotta test it.
I need to sample the goods first.
Yeah, you gotta test.
You feel like they're teachable though. So do you?
No, I'm not teaching them.
I'm not teaching them.
That's where I need to be alpha.
I would say that if they're good enough for me, like, okay, I could teach you something.
No, that's the alpha.
Okay, no, but I will say that every woman is different. So you may like one thing, and if for whatever reason I end up with somebody that you didn't want, I'm like, I don't like that.
but you're still teachable. Like I can teach you what I like.
Yeah.
So
You're right.
every woman is
Yes.
different, and
Like
every
sex,
woman's gonna
yeah,
want
sex can be
something
teachable.
different. So I'm not gonna completely cut you off if you're somebody I feel
I need
like
an alpha
okay.
and beta.
Right.
Honestly, me, I could take an alpha man and a beta woman. You know what I mean? I was living in Nishetta. You know what I mean? Talking about the alpha man. Like, sometimes you do need a bit of both. You know what I mean? I mean, not women. But you can have a friend that, you know, fulfills that type of need for you that's not so much sexual. But at the same time, you would love to have someone who's an alpha in your life and someone who's also a beta.
See, me, like, to me, I understand that sex is important in a relationship,
It is.
but I feel like people, like, kind of just put extras on it when it comes to that because, you know, women, our sex drives changes and stuff like that. So I just feel like, no, like,
It
Well,
goes up
according
and
to
down.
the census,
I gotta like you in my
men-
head first before I can like you down
Right.
there. Like,
Right.
we gotta put you
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
before
Right.
everything. Like,
Yeah.
But you
Period.
still gotta test drive it.
Yes.
Because at the point, if you get to that point where you're like, you know, like you're stuck here, like, oh, I wasn't expecting that, or like,
You liked him in the head, then you get there and it's like, oh,
Right.
yeah.
It can definitely
No, that's not gonna work.
Because you're not satisfying me.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the part. That's the part.
So I would love to be taught some things and also be able to teach some things.
Right.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
cool.
mean?
Yeah.
But sex is definitely important.
Mhm.
It is important. That's why we were talking about in that one episode, like, even sexually, what is off limits? You know what I mean? Like, what things would you try for your partner and what things would you not try for your partner? Because sometimes their sexual drive is up here and
Right.
yours is like, more in your comfort zone. You know, so you want to know. And two, like, what we've learned is that men start off a lot earlier, having that, you know, sex drive, wanting to hump all the time, you know, and then as you get older, it kind of dies off. But
Right.
women, as they get older, you know, like, cougar is really a thing.
Yes.
They be praying, like,
Right.
oh, okay, you know, my sex drive went up.
Mhm.
So the consensus is that it is important.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
definitely important to, you know, have a good sexual chemistry. Because I do think that it could be a deal breaker in a relationship. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
On both ends.
Right.
You know, they might not like
What you do.
what you bring to the table. So we not just
You gotta
saying
be
that
in the
this
middle.
is just the
Be in the middle.
you know, for them, like, I'm pretty sure men think the same thing. Like, oh,
Ain't
no.
doing
Like, I'm
that.
you know, like,
Because if they're used to some girls doing some, you know, more nastier things,
Exactly.
and then they get you and you just want to hug the pillow.
yeah, pillow princess.
Side booty. Look.
I would say that people should just not assume things either because I feel like sometimes men and women think, oh, I have to be like the freakiest person ever. Well, sometimes that might turn somebody off.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause I
wait a
heard
minute,
that
you're trying to do way too much. Like, I
They don't want to be with a
slut.
slut. They want a slut on the side, but they want to be with you because you.
Right, because I'm not,
you know.
You know, and
Yeah.
it's definitely important because you want to be well-rounded in your relationship as well. So,
Right.
like, I want to be able to make you happy in all, or, you know, maintain the happiness in all type of ways. So if that's what you need, but how do you have those conversations? That's how do you have the
What do you
conversation?
mean? Like,
You just ask.
you
it's
know,
not
this
good?
is no. Well, yeah, if it's not good, or if there's things that you want to try.
You
that
know when you're not good.
Right.
I'm like, you know when you're not good.
You have to work up the strength to ask them, like, hey, do you want to try this? Because you don't want them to be turned off. Like, what are you trying? Like, you want to hog tie me? So I can't move?
Right. Okay.
She's like, wait a minute.
You know
Yeah,
what I
we
mean?
talked about this. I was like, I'm not going there. I
Right.
don't know.
There's a limit. You know, like, I still want to be able to use my hands or, like, you know,
Kick
Well,
my
no,
feet.
but see, in a situation, like, I did want to say, like, I could try being, I would have to feel
Bound?
comfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would be bound, but don't have me hanging up, like, my neck, and, like, you know,
You don't do that with everybody.
Okay.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. You don't do that with
Because not
everybody.
everyone knows what they're doing with
Right.
anyways as well. Like they want to try something, but
You
they're
gotta have
not
a safe
educated.
word when you're doing stuff.
Safe
like that.
word.
Yeah.
Safe word. We have to have safe words. I think we've gone too far.
This is a little too much, you know right? Something that, I wouldn't be opposed to. Like, you know how they do role play where he's like breaking into your house and you're actually scared?
She likes it.
Did you see that one? And you're actually scared.
Right.
Like, I know what you're talking about. No, for real.
We're gonna really have to pay for that window to
You didn't have to throw me that hard, but like it was good. That was the best.
My adrenaline was rushing.
Stuff like that would still be cool.
Right.
The boundaries,
Like,
the
that's
hog tie and stuff.
Right. You definitely have to be in a trusting relationship. You don't just meet somebody and be like, this is where we're going.
Yeah, I'm like,
I
I
watched
know.
that movie 365. It's on Netflix. And the man basically, he still, he kidnaps this woman that he had fallen in love with at first sight and basically made her fall in love with him. Well, not made her, but it's like you got a year.
Where you fall in love with your captor?
Yeah, but,
That
but
is
it wasn't like that. It
so
was
she never
very
fell in love with
sexy.
him?
No, she did fall in love with him.
Okay.
It was very sexy. Like, it was like, okay. Like,
wow.
You might have to watch that one on the solo.
Right.
Okay.
But it was good. It was but I was like, in that type of way, like, okay, that's kind of cool. And all he did was wine and dine her and get her everything that she wanted. I mean, he did it in an aggressive way.
But he stole her.
Right.
Like you had to take me in order to give me what I was looking for in the beginning.
I don't know.
Right.
Right.
That's
crazy. What is it called?
365.
Oh,
yeah.
365.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
But I could see, I guess it might be interesting, exciting to get a little
scared,
Right.
like choked, or like, you know what I mean?
I would forget that we had planned it out.
You be trying to reach for your phone.
Right, like what are you doing? Wait.
Somebody trying to rob my house.
Be careful though. You forget might be packing and somebody might not get it out.
Right.
Right, don't forget.
Right.
Don't forget.
So we do want to take a minute and play this game that we have.
Okay.
It is Black Card Revoked. So everybody has A, B, C, and D. Okay? So JALEAH's going to do the game, but I'm going to go over the rules with you guys, okay? So it says how to play. You know how we do it. Make your own rules and play how you want. And that is like black people still don't know how Uno is played. So, we're making our own rules. So we do have A, B, C, and D, and she'll tell you if it's multiple choice or if it's just our opinion. Okay, and then we'll pick one and we'll reveal our answer at the same time. But it says, we suggest that you use the black voting cards. Everyone cast their vote. After all of the options are read, then we reveal A, B, C, or D. Or she'll let us know if it's just our opinion. Okay?
Okay, this
So
is
don't get your black card revoked.
So I just have a few cards because I thought they just stood out to me. But this says majority wins. What's most likely to be found in a purple Crown Royal bag?
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
A, cigarettes. B, weed. C, candy. Or D, loose change.
Ooh. Can I pick two?
Right.
Nope.
You gotta pick one.
One. You want me to read it again?
We're ready.
No.
Y'all ready? All right, let's see. Show
B.
everybody.
Yeah.
B, so we, and she said loose change. For real, because I got my loose change. For real.
Change.
Yes. Okay. It says fill in the blank. A woman can never. Oh, this is a majority wins and rules. A woman can never have too many blank. A, bags, B, men, C, shoes, or D, options? Okay. Everybody.
You ready? Oh, I said D.
Okay,
You gotta
we
have
got a lot of
options.
options.
Whether it's shoes, cereal, look, clothes. Gotta have a whole bunch of options.
Point made.
When is a good time to start running? A, you hear gunshots. B, somebody else starts running. C, you getting on mama's nerves. Or D, daddy takes off his belt.
Right, I'm like,
Those are all good times to run.
Dang. Read those one more time.
Okay, A, you hear gunshots. B, somebody else starts running. C, you getting on mama's nerves.
Right.
Or D, daddy takes off his belt.
I know. Like, I really can't decide between A and B.
Yeah. I said all of them. But that is scary. I don't care. I'm like, if anybody just starting, you like,
Right.
Like, let's
I know I run.
I run whenever.
Like, if somebody I'm running too. I'm not asking no questions.
Yeah, I don't even look to see what it is.
Because the gunshot may not even be in your immediate area. Like, you may still be safe, so.
I'm a duck.
Yeah.
Don't even, cause we was at City Park. We showed up for jazz in the park, honey. Showed up just like, just got down the hill.
Remember when
and
back
they
in
were
the day
running.
it was popping?
Yes,
it
they
was
were
fun.
running. We turned around so fast and started running too. Like, oh no, we not doing this.
It's
Not
how you
today.
assess the situation.
Right.
Right. Sometimes
Okay.
you don't have a lot of time to assess.
Okay, what's the one thing your grandma always got in her purse? A, gum. B, tissue. C, mint or candy. Or D, a pistol. That's
Medea right now.
Right, Medea for real. Okay.
Right. Y'all ready?
Church, she's
Okay.
So B,
Candy.
tissue,
Oh.
and C, mints and candy.
Yeah.
Yes, like both of those. I know for
I remember
sure.
at church, was it Sister Hodge?
Yeah. She would always
have a bag of candy, them butterscotch.
Yeah.
Butterscotch. Like,
Go
yes.
slide by them ladies. Like, let me
Always
go
got
by.
something to
Get
suck
some of that.
on.
So, who taught you how to spell the word independent? A teacher. B, Little Webby. C, Destiny's Child. Or D,
Webby.
Little Boosie.
Oh, wait, what was it? It was on the 11.
Oh, A teacher. B, Little Webby. C, Destiny's Child. Or D, Lil Boosie.
So that was the one that was like,
Yeah, girl, you better not spell it wrong now.
that's how I make sure I spell it right.
You can't do your hand right. Do you know what that means?
As long as I know how to spell it now.
That's actually a great way to learn how to spell.
Yeah.
It's through music.
Memorize
Yeah.
numbers.
My kids-
My mom used to have us on that all the time.
My kids learn how to spell their names through that. Sing your
Yeah,
song.
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy because some of the songs I thought my mom was making up, as a child, is some of the same songs that I see implemented, in my little kids and stuff like that. I'd be like, yeah, because kids need songs
To learn.
things,
Yeah.
Some of y'all can't say your ABCs without
Sing
singing
that song.
Right.
I know. Like,
Right, which one?
Right.
Oh, okay. H comes before that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. One more.
Okay.
Best female R&B group of the 90s. A, SWV. B, Escape. C, In Vogue. Or D, TLC.
Oh my God.
Like that makes it tough, right? You ready?
We got D.
Oh no.
MB. Okay.
I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you.
See it is.
Those were all good.
Yeah.
Well, that's Black Card revoked. I remember I was scared to play this at first because I'm like, I know my Black Card's gonna be revoked. I know it.
They gonna take it from me, girl.
We were just talking about the other day how, you know, me and my sister, we grew up so sheltered. So there was stuff that we weren't exposed to, you know, like people tease us because, I mean, I did watch it. I watched Coming to America, finally. But people would tease me like, you haven't seen Coming to America?
Right.
Like, that's a Black people's movie. Like, what, you haven't listened to this song?
Right.
Like, what is going on? Like, you know? So I really thought my Black card was going to be revoked, but I did pretty good. I did pretty good, okay?
You made
my
it. You
error.
got the right path.
Yes. So, a lot of us know Sunday is
Selfish
Sunday. Selfish Sunday.
Yes.
So you have to do something for yourself, something that no one else benefits from. I know as women, we're naturally nurturers and givers, and we are pouring into everyone else, and sometimes we forget ourselves, like to take that time. So whether it's, you know, you got a moment to listen to your favorite song, or read a book, or take a bath, because those are my moments. Like, I love getting time to actually soak in a bath uninterrupted. You know, anything. Take a walk. Do something for yourself on Sunday. Find the time. Post it on the thread, and you get entered into our, you know, pool of names. I pick a name every Sunday, and I put some money in your Cash App. So I'm going to draw a name. Y'all ready? Let's see.
Shake it up. Give it a
Oh,
good
look.
shake.
It's feel independent. So
Nichelle Keys.
Congratulations.
So Nichelle, if you're watching, send me a DM, send me your Cash App. I'll drop you some money in there. Or I'll just hit you up and I'll post you and tag you and Water Me Sis. So thank you for participating in Selfish Sunday and doing something for yourself. Cool.
Yeah.
So have you guys done something for yourself today?
I got my makeup done.
Yes, I know.
True,
Everybody's
true.
looking
Look,
beautiful.
People
I mean, that's
is
perfect
one.
timing. You know, I know some of us went to different places to get our makeup done, but I mean, Face Mode.
Yes.
I want to give them a shout out right now. Tina, she's wonderful, and she's been holding us down on Water Me Sis Live. So she will definitely hook you up. I'm gonna drop her link in the comments as well. Face Mode. She has a beautiful studio. You can come in, feel comfortable, AC. She will make you get some hand sanitizer and take your temperature on the way in, but it's a great atmosphere, and she does a great job on makeup. I feel so pretty. So, also, we're going to do our 5 quick questions that we ask all of our guests when they come. You are allowed to plead the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th.
Right.
You know? So you can plead the 5th if you don't feel comfortable answering. That's cool. But we're going to ask you guys all 5 quick questions. Y'all ready? We're just going to go down the line, starting with Susie. Okay. So first question is, would you rather drive or ride? Like when you get in the car, are you in the driver's seat or would you like to kick back and relax and ride?
It depends, but for the most part, I'm a driver.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing. Drive.
It depends, but drive.
Ride.
Ride.
Ride. For sure.
Ride.
depends, but driver.
Right. Cool. Flats or hills?
I'm flats.
Flats.
Hills.
Hills.
Hills. Flats.
Flats.
Flats. Okay. Panties or no panties?
I'm panties.
Depends on what I'm wearing.
All right.
I just hate panty lines, so that's
Yeah.
the only reason. That's the only time I really catch one without. But panties probably not.
Okay.
No.
No panties.
No panties.
No panties. No panties. All right. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Tea. Tea. Coffee.
Tea.
Okay, cool. And fly or drive?
Fly.
Drive.
I say drive. Yeah.
Fly.
Fly. Okay.
I'm like driving.
Cool. Well, those were our 5 quick questions. I do want to thank you ladies for coming and being a part of Botanical Talk. It was our first time doing this version of Water Me Sis Live, and you guys are wonderful.
It was fun.
Yes.
It was very organic. I didn't feel.
That's cool. That's cool. So I know we're here and we're comfortable around each other, but I just wanted to fill you guys in on a little something that I do. I am a life coach. I have my business Untangle Me, and I basically assist in some things in your life. And I just offered a new program where you pay $40, and I basically go through 3 days of teaching you how to network, how to be in front of people, engage in conversations, make eye contact, just build genuine relationships wherever you go. Because a lot of times in business and when you're an entrepreneur, relationships are everything. So I know that it is hard for some people to actually be approachable or engage in conversations and it be organic, you know what I mean? So I do offer that program. So hit up watermesis.com, $40, you know, and it's actually hands-on. So on the 3rd day, we're going to put it into play. Like, I'm going to force you to take those risks and actually engage in conversations with people. If you're an entrepreneur, I allow you to, you know, come up with your 30-second, you know, interview. So basically when you see somebody in 30 seconds, you need to be able to tell them what it is you do and what you're about, pretty much. So $40, you can't beat that. Yeah, go to watermesis.com, okay?
Yes.
So thank you everyone for tuning in. We appreciate you. We'll be back next Sunday, inshallah. That's God willing. You know, we'll be back next Sunday. So thank you for tuning in to Water Me Sis Live.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Bass Reeves was born a slave in 1838, Crawford County, Arkansas. Reeves served Arkansas legislator William S. Reeves, first as a water boy, then as a field hand. When William S. Reeves passed away, his son, George, made Bass Reeves his personal companion and servant. When the Civil War broke out, Reeves went into battle with his master and fought for the Confederacy. Some say he left because of a dispute over a card game, wherein Reeves beat up his master and fled to avoid punishment. Reeves took refuge with the Creek and Seminole Indians in what is now Oklahoma. He learned their languages and customs, and sharpened his skills as an ambidextrous marksman. In 1875, during the chaos of the Civil War, Indian Territory, where federal and state governments had virtually no jurisdiction, became the hiding grounds for outlaws. Ironically, Reeves was soon hired on as a U.S. deputy marshal. He, along with other deputies, was ordered to bring the outlaws back, dead or alive. Reeves rode a large white stallion patrolling the Indian Territory. The rough and tough lawman, with his intimidating black hat, 2 Colt 45 peacemakers strapped at his sides, slick suits and polished shoes, brought over 3,000 felons to justice. In the course of doing so, Reeves was involved in his fair share of shootouts. Despite being shot at on multiple occasions, he managed to dodge every bullet, earning him the moniker, the Indomitable Marshal. Reeves was also a master of disguise. He would appear to felons as a cowboy, farmer, or even an outlaw. And when he wasn't in disguise, he was easily recognized by the silver dollars he left as his calling card. Although Reeves' accomplishments as a lawman greatly overshadow those of his more famous white contemporaries, the legend of Bass Reeves was for the most part lost in history. Contrary to what classic westerns might have us believe, 1 in 4 American cowboys was actually African American. Yet the only image we have in our minds based upon what's portrayed is John Wayne or the Lone Ranger. But in fact, the true inspiration behind the Lone Ranger's iconic character was played by a white man, even though his personality and story were very similar to those of Reeves, and possibly Django from the movie Django Unchained was real-life U.S. Deputy Marshal Bass Reeves.